Last year. You never give up on us, even when we give up on ourselves. I know you love us, even though we're all really annoying and loud and laugh at each other.
To Coach Kaylee and Coach Georgie, I know y'all are new to this program, but thank y'all for helping us grow into not just better players, but better people too. Thank you for having fun with us and for keeping Coach D calm on the sideline.
Okay, so at the beginning of the season, the majority of JV they had never even picked up a lacrosse stick, and at the end we ended up having a really awesome bond that we never really expected, and we grew as athletes as well as we did in character, and it's just, you can't put a price on that. Thank you so much for all of your hard work, support, and your patience. We love you all so much. Thank you, coaches.
I don't have a speech prepared or anything, but I would just like to say thank you to all the parents for calling us around everywhere. And like they said, thank you coaches, and JV, I'm not gonna lie, we weren't very good at the beginning. Me too, I played soccer, so this was completely new to me. And but now we actually won a few games, and this just been an amazing experience, and I've loved it so much.
And one last thing, to the players, shooter's gonna shoot.
Oh my God!
It didn't matter, these girls, they made every day interesting. And to that, I certainly thank all of you for everything, team, everything that you did. You counted, you expected to win. You expected to get out there and give it your all. Even as Audrey said, we may not have been great last year, but, we really changed this year. We went from a bunch of girls who didn't know what they were doing to last year a bunch of girls that were holding a stick to this year a team playing lacrosse. And that to me,
He's getting
it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
overall, when I look at where we started and where we ended, I told you from the beginning that when we first talked 2 years ago, for most of the varsity girls, I told you that I wanted you to learn the fun of lacrosse last year, and hopefully we win a game or two this year. We were 1 point away from making it to playoffs this year. So I put that out there because that should be what you feel is an amazing growth, but at the same time, it should be a little bit bittersweet that we could have been in the playoffs, and use that as a little bit of fuel for moving forward for next year. Because remember what I said, we have a couple years that we wanted to grow. That's exactly what I want you to think about is you became that good that quick. And that's because of your dedication. I wouldn't say it's because of my yelling, but I think that helps.
Motivates us.
All right. Hey, if I don't yell at you, then we'd be afraid. So, I want to look back our first game. First game against Spring Valley. All right, this year. First game against Spring Valley. We came out. We were a little rough. I think they were up at 1 point, 8-0 or 8-1. They beat us up pretty quick. Fast forward to our last game against Spring Valley. I don't care what the scoreboard said, we won. Yeah! They had to take goals off the board and players off the field for them to be able to win. So I start from where we were to where we became. All right? The second game of the season, Waccamaw. But I want to use Waccamaw as an example. All right? We lost a tough one there after 4 hours on a bus.
Yes.
You know? Fast forward to the end of the season, we beat them up. All right? That to me shows the dedication that you put forth and the growth that you had. The teams were all teams were growing the same amount in the exact same amount of time, but you showed that massive amount of growth. All right, going down to JV. I remember Georgie and Kaylee when we first started JV, and we kind of looked at each other, going, "Well, we have a lot of athletes," and that was kind of our comment was, you know, we got to teach these girls what to do. Fast forward throughout the season, all right, a lot of quick learning, learning on the fly. I remember the first game. I was out on the field, and I had Reagan out there on the field with me, and Savannah came out. and Savannah looks at me and goes, "Okay, so what's that line right there?" We haven't taught enough of this really quick because we're still trying to figure out what our restraining lines are. And the nerves. But we then tie a game and win a game. And if you remember the JV, when we sat in that room, I told you that I did not expect to win a game this year. I expected us to learn, love, and grow. Our JV team is a bunch of 7th and 8th graders with some great leaders in 9th and 10th grade. Yeah. I expect those great leaders to transition and our JV team to be stout next year. And what did I tell you, JV, when we first started?
We're going to win state.
Exactly. I mean, 4 years. All right, you got 4 years, right, of the current JV team that I think that you guys are going to grow that quick under the coach's leadership and your leadership and your dedication. And I certainly appreciate that. So, you know, I love all of you. I really miss the fact that we're not on the field every day. Kind of. Most of it. But with that,
catch up on homework as much.
you know, I know that we are going to continue to get better. We're going to continue to grow. I want to first address my 2 seniors. You guys started it last year. You were with us last year. Weren't sure kind of where we were going, what we were doing. All right, and this year, both starters, both working toward what you wanted, and both leaders. And I certainly appreciate it. And one of the things that I love, about both of you and Mary Claire as well, is that you all are leaders in different ways. And I've had conversations with each of you on that you all stepped up and led when you were needed. Whether it was on the sidelines, when someone was down, whether it was with the team, whether it was kicking people in the backside to get moving and get out there, whatever it was necessary, somebody stepped up at a different time. And for your senior leadership, I know it was only 2 of you, but it's certainly going to be missed next year, and I do appreciate you guys giving us the last 2 years. And I would like to especially thank Grace and Audrey, if you could give them a round of applause. Okay, while I'm on, we're not really. So with your leadership, I also want to thank the captain, because with that, being a captain is difficult, because not only do you have to, you want to be friends and with all of your teammates. Being captains also means that you have to lead them. You have to have difficult decisions.
Let's go. Yeah, Mom!
I'll be good.
Hurry up.
And girls, I'm going to open this. Nicole's been giving me a history lesson. Every time I call it Czechoslovakia, she reminds me it is not. It is the Czech Republic. So the map that I learned growing up is a little bit different now, and that was my excuse. So
I got you the blue cheese and curry.
Oh, that's my great food.
But like, I'm probably not cooking. They might do the same food. We're probably not doing the Irish like
I just want a cupcake.
Move your face.
you will receive your award stating that you are a varsity player, as well as your pin, which is your lacrosse pin. All right, first, Autumn. So, and with Autumn, you know, she has to put up with me yelling at her all the time, telling her to run across, don't stop, get away, go back, go forward. Autumn, congratulations. Next, Fatima. All the time because I tell her that I think she ignores me on purpose as she's running around. And then she gives up to me afterwards and sends me 19 text messages asking me what I said. So I can always guarantee that if I send something, I'm going to get a text message from me asking me what I said. So that's, you know, Next is Emery. So much to say about it. Who would have thought at the beginning of the season, the most likely person to stop a fight on the field is Emery Brooks?
You didn't get into a fight, Emery?
Next is Brooke. And Brooke, stop getting hit in the head. So Brooke missed the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season going through concussion protocol. So next year we're going to make sure that we keep her away from any kind of contact. To make sure she's here from the beginning. Next is our field hockey player, Leah. From New York, and you know when I first asked her, "Oh, you're from New York. You obviously know lacrosse." She said, "Nah, I'm a field hockey player." So, but she learned quickly. She helped lead our JV, and certainly learned quickly to be on.
Sorry, I'm sick.
Talia. So Talia and I talked at the beginning of the season, and you know, she looked at me and was like, really? Do I have to run that much? Because I wanted her to be my face-off, and the last thing she wanted to do was run. But throughout the entire season, she got better and better. We gave her other opportunities that she needed, and I look forward to some amazing things in the next couple of years. Sarah?
Sarah, let's go.
If you noticed on the sidelines, and I almost felt bad because I didn't want to pick on the other team, but every time Sarah got a goal, she insisted that I give her a high five or a hug. So, you know, at the beginning of the season, I kept telling her, no hugs. You're not doing good enough yet. So, so you'd see me on the sidelines when she scored, or even her on the field.